Hello everyone. In Module 7, we explored how technology can support learning. Academic technology is commonly thought to be just the online experience, but if we take a closer look, it's far more comprehensive. The use of technology in learning is as old as the first use of images to explain text, to the use of chalkboards, whiteboards, and now discussion boards. When thinking about technology specific to curriculum design, the important question is not what technology to use in design, but should technology even be used in the first place? And if so, to what extent? This past week I shared a video entitled Teaching Naked by Professor Jose Antonio Bowen of SMU. And the idea is that technology is ultimately secondary to a good class and community experience. The point in our case is that technology serves good design and that creating academic community should be the focus first. And technology helps bring that out. In our discussion, we talked about your experience with academic technology and shared both a positive experience as well as one that was not as successful. If you look deeper beyond the question, principles of good learner-centered design were really the reason why it was good, and that technology helped foster that design. Where the experiences were not so good was when technology is used as an end-all to replace the principles of good design. If we think about it, this module is really about how we highlight good design with technology. Some of our recent conversations as a faculty here at CityU have been around the use of technology and how we can create a true learning community utilizing tools that are both easy to use and don't require a huge learning curve. Interestingly, the echoes of our class subjects were there. Things like keeping the focus on the learners and ensuring a good learning experience. Ensuring that as content elements are adjusted, that alignment and sequencing are in order. Thinking about how to capture and assess outcomes were all the subject of the conversation. So far, we focused on technology in a class or learning setting, but what about other technology issues such as access to information by students or the use of media to demonstrate learning? Where do all these related subjects fall? When it comes to technological access, one important aspect that is important for our purposes is the concept of universal design, which is the principle that takes into account a diversity of learners and learning styles. Though we haven't spent a whole lot on universal design, the principles of being learner-centered come into play and in fact become paramount. Other aspects of technology include how schools implement and adopt technology in the first place. One area that most universities continue to gain prominence in is the e-learning instructional design function. Helping faculty adopt and learn to use technology and helping them leverage technological resources to help teach their specific content area is a common function in many of these departments. Here at CityU, we too have a department dedicated to technology and learning, the e-learning department. This is distinct from the traditional information technology department in that the latter is limited to the traditional notion of IT support, and the former focuses on integrating technology and learning. There's so much to talk about when it comes to technology, and I would venture to say there's much more to come. Next week, we'll look at the idea of performance learning and competency-based curriculum. Concepts that are gaining steam in higher education and, when done right, really move things toward being learner-centered. Before I go, I want to give you some final thoughts on the paper that you'll turn in this Sunday. I sent an announcement with some guidelines and tips, so be sure to take a look. For this assignment, remember that the focus is the program or curriculum level. This means it could be a degree, a series of classes, a certificate, or something that is more than just one class or learning experience. Because it's the program level, remember that the outcomes you will create will be indicative of the entirety of the program and that these outcomes should directly tie in with the reason the program exists in the first place. I'm confident that you'll do well in this paper, and as always, don't forget the details of APA. I'd suggest you download the APA template on the library site as a resource. I also encourage you to use headers to organize your paper per the rubric. Title page, abstract, references, all standard, so don't forget those as well. Again, I'm sure you'll do fine, so I'll look forward to those assignments. Post as you do throughout the weekend, and I'll see you all online.